Good evening. Passengers trying to get on and off the island are having to exercise patience after a mechanical problem on a BC ferry forced a shuffling of the fleet, delays and cancellations. But it could have been much worse if the corporation got their way today. Kylie Stanton has the story.
Number 9. Thank you.
The routine is the same, paying, pulling in, and being patient. But these passengers won't be loading anytime soon.
And we got here and the ferry is, I guess, 2 hours delayed.
And I find it really ironic that these people can't make a decision to get a boat in here sooner than what they're doing. I mean, they have it overnight to do it.
Instead, the boat they're waiting for has been sitting in Horseshoe Bay since Thursday evening after a mechanical failure in one of the engines during the 5 p.m. sailing from Nanaimo. Smoke coming from a clutch quickly filled the upper decks, but there was no fire. It's out of service until repairs are made, creating a domino effect, forcing the delays.
We did have to cancel a few sailings earlier in the morning, and then we've canceled the supplemental sailings between Sports Bay and Tawasin.
And so the lines grow, throwing everyone waiting off schedule.
I was driving my dad over to Vancouver for cancer treatment. When we saw the sign, I thought, what am I going to do?
But it could be worse. BC Ferries was hoping to lose 400 of its sailings as a cost-cutting measure in an effort to make a dent in the growing deficit. An application was filed with the Ministry of Transportation, and the decision is in.
We have received word at the beginning of the year that the minister has declined our request.
Now it's up to the corporation to look at alternatives.
Things like removing the Spirit-class vessels from service at the slower periods and replacing those with coastal-class vessels, that saves a lot of fuel. So those are some of the kind of things that we're doing to reduce our costs.
It comes at a time when it's having to manage an aging fleet. The average age of the 35 vessels is roughly 31 years old, 10 of which were built in the 1960s, with one dating back to 1958. The Queen of Oak Bay was built in 1981, and with more than 30 years of sailing, issues are bound to surface.
It's ongoing, you know, it's mechanical, so there's going to be problems.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's what requires patience, and these passengers are going to need a lot of it until service is fully restored.